Alan here on the Sam channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Weather stick is blue for today. We get one more day before we get some rain in here. And I'm almost tempted to see if, weather stick may stay blue or turn green for tomorrow because we need the rain. And so that's a good thing. And when good weather's happening, weather stick is blue. So no, I'm just kidding. But I mean, that part is true. But it will be green tomorrow because we're going to get some rain. Going to get some beneficial rain, which is something we desperately need. We're in a moderate drought situation. We got to get some beneficial water in here to get rid of these brown lawns and crops that are wilting over. And, there's also a wildfire danger in that dry weather. So, even though we haven't had that many, there's been a few little fires around here. Nothing like what's been going on up in Canada. Now, British Columbia is the place where it seems to be the hot spot for some of those wildfires, even though the skies have cleared up. A lot of that haze and smoke in the Northeast has backed off just a bit. The patterns are beginning to change. And once this system comes in with low pressure and a cold front bringing us the rain and thunderstorms, a lot of that haze and smoke is going to clear up, which is certainly good news. Here's a look at the satellite and radar this morning. Nothing going on as far as rain. We're still a ways off from that happening. But you can see an increase in clouds, especially back into western Kentucky. This is the push that'll be happening from west to east as we go through the rest of today and into tonight. There's actually going to be a warm front that is going to come in from Arkansas and West Tennessee. It's going to push into the area. And by this time tomorrow morning, we will begin to see showers and thunderstorms over southern Kentucky. And it's going to come in a couple of waves. We'll have a wave in the morning and then a wave in the afternoon. And some of those can be in the afternoon, could be rather strong. I'll show you the threat for that coming up here in just a second. But at least it's rain. And some of us may pick up an inch or even a little more rainfall out of this system as it comes in, which, like I said, we desperately need it. Badly needed rainfall. Let's take a look at the 10-day blender. And you can see that we're going to go a little warmer today. Yesterday's high was 83 in Bowling Green. 85 is where we should be. So we were just 2 degrees shy of the average. But today, I think we're going to be right on it, or even a degree or so warmer than 85. We'll go 86. And then with the showers and the thunderstorms tomorrow, we're going 82, lower 80s in that range, maybe mid 80s for some, depending on how much sun comes out between the morning showers and the afternoon showers. And then you see a much cooler Monday. Look at that, 76 with a low of 53. By Tuesday morning, that's going to feel good. Lower humidity levels for a short time. But then all the heat and humidity starts to make a comeback. As we get into the middle of next week, we start to see mid 80s and even a couple of 90s. Those 90s, if you'll recall a few days ago, when we were looking at this blender model, were actually supposed to happen like Thursday or Friday of this coming week. But notice they've been pushed down toward next Monday and Tuesday, not this coming Monday and Tuesday, but the following Monday and Tuesday. Those 90s keep getting pushed out a little bit further because as the models start to correct themselves, we see, it's not going to get that hot as soon as we thought. So we can tolerate this a little bit more, even though some humidity is going to come back. Temperatures will be running right around average for this time of the year, which is okay. We don't want to get too hot too soon, even though it is June. The hotter months are going to be late July into August. That's when it's, usually the hottest around here. So let's not let it happen too soon. Okay, here's a look at Kentucky Mesonet temperatures this morning as of 5:30. 5:30 as I record this podcast for reference of time. For those of you watching this later in the day, we're starting out in the 50s, but there's a lot of 40s again this morning. It feels good, like up in Ohio County, 49. There's Grayson County at 48. Hey, 49 here in Bowling Green. Oh, that's good. Out at the Corvette plant Mesonet site there. Gosh, you got 47 down near the river in Burkesville. But then you have 60 in Metcalfe County. What's the difference here? 47 and 60. Well, it's about elevation. These Kentucky Mesonet sites are on different elevations. And when the air is stable and it's dry, like it is right now, then you've got places that will trend warmer than the ones that are at a lower elevation. And so you get that temperature difference this early in the morning. And the sun's probably hitting that right about now, 5:30. Yeah. So the sun at a higher elevation is hitting that thermometer and making it read 60. But then once the sun comes up for everybody will start to level off and get the same temperature pretty much. So that's why those things happen this early in the morning. But later today, most everybody will be, in the low to mid 80s for high temperatures as we get into the afternoon. And I do think we'll start to see more cloud cover later today than what we're seeing right now. There's very little fog. There may be some fog in some low-lying areas this morning, but there's not a whole lot going on. All right, let's get to the model map here, and I'll show you how the rain is going to move in and also when it's going to move in, the timing here. Here's today. We've got instability in the plains. We've got showers and thunderstorms going on there. High pressure taking care of us for one more day. So if you got anything to do outdoors, today's a day. Still with the relatively low humidity levels and low dew points in the 50s, but you're going to feel a little stickiness coming to the air later this afternoon. And then that's when we begin to see showers and thunderstorms in the western part of the state. Then overnight tonight, those showers try to sneak in here to southern Kentucky, right there around the land between the lakes. We'll start to see this is actually, let me paint it on here. This is actually going to be a warm front like that is going to push the moisture in to western Kentucky and into our area overnight. And then as we get into Sunday morning, this will be the first wave of showers and thunderstorms that you see here. None of these are really forecast to be very strong, but they could produce some drenching downpours for some. There's a lot of moisture content in the air as this system rolls in. So because of that, some of these could be heavy rain producers. Some of you could pick up a quick half inch or more of rain Sunday morning while you're at church or whatever. It's a possibility. Then as we get into the afternoon, there's a bit of a break. See a short break right there. And then here comes the second more potent wave as the low pressure kind of travels along the Ohio River and moves northeast. Here's the warm front out ahead of it. And then you've got the cold front, which is going to be dragged into the area on Sunday night into Monday morning. And that setup is going to bring a second wave of showers and thunderstorms as we get into Sunday afternoon and evening. And here it comes. You can see almost forming a line. We'll have to watch that because along that area, there could be some potential wind damage with some of the thunderstorms that get going. If we have enough energy for that to happen, then yes, it's a possibility. But we're on the low end threat level as far as severe weather goes. There could be a couple of maybe just getting into severe thunderstorm criteria because of the wind. Um, but we're not talking about a tornado situation here. We're talking about strong to possibly, underscore, possibly severe thunderstorm here or there, possibly. So it's going to be one of those touch and go situations. We'll just have to see how it all plays out tomorrow afternoon. And then as we get into Sunday night into Monday morning, all of this begins to clear out pretty quickly. And we're back to some dry weather for the beginning up until about the middle of next week. And then I do see another system coming in Wednesday night into Thursday, which could bring us more rain, which is great. We need that rain. All right, here is, I haven't shown this for a while because it hasn't been relevant until today. And that is a severe weather outlook map. And as you can see, we're in the yellow, Bowling Green over to about Russell Springs, over to about Liberty, down to Albany, Clinton County, and points west. That is a yellow level 2 slight risk for a few strong to maybe severe storms. Like I said, it's kind of iffy. We'll see, and this is more for tomorrow afternoon, not in the morning, but in the afternoon. We get a little bit more daytime heating energy. If it happens, then this would be the setup. But again, the main threat would be damaging wind potential, not necessarily tornado potential. I never say, no, there's not going to be any tornadoes, because that's wrong. That gives you a little bit of false hope. I'd rather say the tornado threat is not zero, but it's pretty low. This is going to be more of a straight line damaging wind potential, not a guarantee, for tomorrow afternoon and early evening until we get past sunset and the front comes on through. Just giving you heads up that you may need to leave your weather radio on, which I suggest you do. And just in case there's a warning or two that pops up, then you'll be ready for it. All right, here's a look at the surface map. We'll go through the next 7 days quickly and show you what's coming. Here's the current setup with high pressure still dominating us and covering much of the Ohio Valley and the eastern seaboard, except for where they need some rain too, and that's up in New England to get rid of some of that smoke and haze. Here comes our warm front that is southwest of us and will be here late tonight, early tomorrow morning, and that will push in the first wave of showers and thunderstorms for Sunday morning right there. Then as we get into Sunday midday, even though it doesn't really paint it here, there is a break after that warm front passes through before the main event, which is, as you can see, darker green and the lines of red. That indicates potential heavy rain and thunderstorms. And as you saw, there is that level 2 slight risk just in case that there could be potentially in the afternoon and evening along that front some wind producing thunderstorms and some brief heavy rain. Then we get into Sunday night. That's Sunday night into Monday morning. Things begin to clear out pretty quickly. A little trough there over the Great Lakes down into the Ohio Valley on Tuesday, but I'm not too concerned about that now. Tuesday afternoon, we start to get some backflow from high pressure, leftovers of this front, and we start to get moisture coming up out of the Gulf of Mexico. And this means we're going to begin to see those, what we call the diurnal showers and thunderstorms, mostly late day, heat of the day, pop-up showers and thunderstorms on Wednesday evening especially, and then into Thursday and into Friday. Even though it's not painted in, we'll still be between two systems, really, and a stalling out of both, which is good news for us. If these systems continue to stall, then we get the benefit of getting some better rainfall. Therefore, we make up the difference that we have right now, the deficit in the rainfall amounts, and this moderate drought that we continue to be in. Let me take a quick look here. I want to see, I should have done this at the beginning. Here we go. I'm just checking on rainfall deficits. Since January 1st, we're behind by 3.5 inches of rainfall. So, yeah, you don't want to be in June and be behind by more than a couple of inches. So we're 3.5 inches or so, give or take, behind where we should be on rainfall for this time of the year. If we don't start making that up, then it's going to be problematic as we get into summer, the middle of summer, and late summer. That's going to be critical. So every chance of rain we get in here in the next couple of days and couple of weeks, it's going to be critical for us that we don't slide into a severe drought or prolonged drought situation. So let's hope that we can keep that rain chance in there for a little bit longer. All right, that'll do it for your Saturday forecast. Thanks as always for watching. God bless you. Have a great day today. High temperature in the mid 80s today, sunshine, a few high clouds coming in. And then by this time that I do this tomorrow morning, we should have some rain falling. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.